The sail area of the mainsail on this boat is double that of the Trimaran. So many people have commented that the boat can't be single-handed, or at least not by me anyway. In this episode, I'm going to spend a month on board testing that out. And spoiler alert, I definitely get caught with 28 knots and the entire 125 square metres of sail up in an area marked dangerous waters.
So I've been at this anchorage for a few days now, and I have been obliterated by mosquitoes. It's been absolutely ridiculous. So I'm gonna head off now. I haven't done a very good job of filming, but this place is very, very beautiful. And with the winds the way that they are, I've been pretty protected apart from last night. Because of the season that we're in here now, let's call it stormy season. There's normally, the whole time that we've been here, the winds have been out of the northeast. As a sailor, I'm thinking of getting a tattoo of a compass, because I legit, I'm like, never eat soggy wheat bix. Northeast is where the winds were coming from, and now it's southwest, and with that, the winds come out of the equator, so they're hotter, which causes more storms. So the atmosphere is less stable, there's more gusty winds, and there's these giant storms that are going around. Last night I heard two of the loudest cracks of thunder that I can recall ever hearing. It was terrifying. But mostly I'm leaving here because of the mosquitoes, because they're just, yeah. So I'm gonna pull up anchor and I'm gonna be motoring because I need to charge the batteries and there's not very much wind at all. Honestly, there's probably enough to sail with this boat, but I need to charge the batteries, so I'm gonna do that. Come up on the engine, motor out, then pick my destination. I don't know where I'm going yet. I need to reprovision at Boracay, because I've just hung out north of Boracay. So my goal is to get the boat to Subic Bay in about a month so that I can get it ready for our trip to Japan. We've got some very special guests coming with us there. I'm really looking forward to hanging out with a couple of those people again, so that's going to be exciting. So I need to get the boat 100% before we start doing those real hardcore offshore miles. I've got a good team of people that I'm working with at the moment. I'd say especially Dylan from OBMG. I just send him messages about the electrical system and he just gets straight back to me. Also the guys at Vetus have been really helpful. That's one of the main things that has changed for me, is just having good people in my corner. But also Mark from Rapido is just always super, super helpful. Love that dude. Not much wind. Apparent wind speed 0.1 knots. I'm just swimming to the reef over here to see how close we are in the night, because I've anchored in the middle over there. I can see the reef, but I can't really tell the depth. So, you know, it could be 20 metres to where we'd run aground, or it could be 40 metres. 40 metres would be a lot better. This is where the reef starts. I'm probably 40 metres from the boat. I think at low tide we would just touch here with the rudder. It's about, if I'm, what am I, 6'3"? I'm not.
Hi, this is Kim, and I'm back with your next mindful cardio session.
I've gone pretty heavy on wellness lately. It's been great. I think that if you want to test yourself and spend some time in solitude, then you do need to be exercising and meditating for sure to give yourself the best chance at maintaining pretty good mental health.
What are we, if not the contents of our mind? The way we frame things and the feelings that we have colour our perception of our own realities every second of every day. There's enough evidence out there now supporting meditation that you shouldn't really need to hear someone like me anecdotally saying something like, it's been the single most important and helpful thing in my entire life, especially in the most difficult of times. Or if I was sent to solitary confinement, like the Count of Monte Cristo, meditation is for sure the first skill that you would pick to survive that. And so, like, if meditation is going to get you through 6 years of solitary confinement at Chateau d'If, then it should be able to guide you through your frustration at work or your impatience with your children or just your life, man. Headspace. Headspace isn't just a meditation app, it's a mental health hub, it's a mental health guide. It's a very well put together and cool looking app that sort of goads you into consistency. Meditation is above all else most difficult to stay consistent with for me. Despite how important and helpful I know that it is, it's difficult to stay consistent. And so an app that's like as funky and inviting as Headspace is really good to drag you back in and generate that consistency, which is so important. It really makes me want to come back again and again and put in the good work. So it really is important to get good at meditating. The sooner you do it, the sooner it will have a positive impact on your life like it has mine. So if you would like to see if Headspace has a positive impact on your life, they're going to let you try it out for free for 60 days. All you have to do is sign up with our link, which is in the description below, as always. And I think that we're going to get like a thing pop up on the screen here, like here or something, a QR code. So you can just scan that, which makes it super easy. Thanks everyone. I wish you all the fortitude and resilience of Edmond Dantes. Both of the alternators stopped working, which is bad because I need power to make water. It just means that I couldn't be as remote as I needed. I need power to cook food. Yeah, this is a situation on board that is not very good. So we've got, there looks to be an incomplete circuit. So the multimeter, I'm not good at this stuff, but with Dylan, I'm handy enough to probably get to the bottom of it. He's gonna give me some more information soon, but in the meantime, I've turned the fridge off, I've turned the inverter off, Starlink's off, and yeah, we're basically a dark ship at the moment, which is good. I like it. Washing the dishes with salt water. It's like being back on the monohull.
If you can get the bag out of the car. Oh my gosh, sorry. What the f***?
Hear the thunder? Woke up this morning and there are storms everywhere. That won't look too bad on camera, it never does. But I'm in a very protected anchorage, but I don't have far if I was to drag anchor, which I probably won't because it's a sandy bottom. But yeah, I'm just getting gusts of wind. I felt it get really cold. I slept inside last night because I knew that this was going to happen, but there's like lightning over here, then lightning over here, and yeah, I sailed into this place last night. I didn't get any on film because it was too hectic. And last night I was just like really tired. And I was like, I need a good night's sleep. And I just followed the line straight in and managed to get in. There's a few more fishing nets here than there was last time, so it was very tight in here, but managed to nail a good anchor and had an incredible night's sleep. I'm heading to Apo Reef, which is a very beautiful and famous part of the Philippines. It's unprotected, of course, but yeah, I'm going to hang out there for maybe 4 or 5 days and do a little bit of diving just close to the boat, because again, I'm by myself, so it can get a bit hectic.
It just won't stop raining. I've had 12 knots behind me for ages, and I've been like, oh no, I'm not going to do anything because I'm going to get, as soon as I hoist the main, I'm going to get smashed. I'm just going to do it. The world famous Apo Reef. I was so happy to be able to dive this place. Some of the aquatic species that I was told to expect here. Here we have the Hottentot button quail, followed by the, this is the monotonous lark. That is actually legitimately a parrotfish. And this is an aquatic chicken.
Taking a bit of a step back from my desire to spear these fish, I can honestly say that these corals were diverse in shape and colour and a stark contrast from the many other coral reefs around the world, which this past April were hit with the 4th global coral bleaching event on record, decimating them. Apo Reef is lucky to have escaped this fate. Declared a protected area in '96, this reef is home to millions of marine organisms, including thousands of fish species, marine mammals, turtles and sharks. The reef comprises 3 different islands and the viz can be up to like 30 metres.
So I left one place this morning and I'm going to another, as tends to happen when you're on a sailboat. There are squalls everywhere. And it's going to look terrible on camera again, but I'll show you anyway. There is a squall, there is a squall, there is a squall. And there, 4 squalls, going along very nicely. There's one more anchorage that I've got until I get to Subic Bay, which is where we're going to get all of the work done. I've probably said that 400 times. I've got a full main up and the normal head sail, the Genoa. I was gonna put the Jenica up this morning because it looked, it was nice and sunny, and I'm really glad that I didn't because there's just been squalls everywhere. If I get caught in one of them, I'm trying to pull that down by myself. That's gonna be quite difficult. Out here bringing you guys the shot. Nothing stands in the way of me and a couple of good shots. Not even a squall. Squall! see what the ocean volt's doing. Very good. SOG 8.4 and 14 knots of wind. That's pretty good. Wind pilot we've got on 115, so we're headed very far downwind, 145. Apart from the squall. I've been thinking of one of those, you know, on Instagram, and you see there's a comedian and there's like different people and they're responding to each other. And so like one dude's wearing a mop and it's his wife.
You're supposed to be in a coma at Cedar Sinai.
Who are you? I'm her husband.
My husband.
It's quite well thought out and clever. I'm not clever enough. I thought of one character, you know, and it's on Saturday Night Live, and it's the California people.
Sounds so good. I'll bring some California grapes for us to share.
So imagine someone comes and says to me, "Oh, how are you sailing at the moment?" And I go, "I'm sailing at 150 and dead." Oh man, sorry. I was really freaking out about going through this passage here. If you look, it's called Golo Passage, and I haven't checked it on either of the cruising guides for the Philippines from SV Soggy Paws or Ocelot. They're amazing, those guides, because this is the Wild West out here, so I haven't checked that passage. So I was starting to stress. I didn't know whether to trust my navigation, especially when conditions are like this. And then the wind changed direction. With the angle of the wind coming here now, I could get up around this coastline and just go around the whole thing. And you might be thinking, oh yeah, you know, duh. But if things had been a little bit different, I could have got there just as the sun was setting. But then all of these clouds came and the rain, and I was concentrating on that. And I was just like, I'm going to go through this passage, and I forgot that I didn't have to. And then when the wind changed direction, I was like, all right, that gives me some more options here. The wind's coming here, so I'm going to come around this coastline here, jibe, come this way, and then anchor in here. And I've checked that on Google Earth, and it should be not too bad, or even very good. But I've got marked on this crossing here, third day passage, very, very rough, which was some advice that was given me from some people, so I'm looking forward to traversing this at night time in 20 knots. So I was trying to explain on the GoPro before, I would not have done a good job, sorry everyone, that I didn't go through Golfo Pass because I was terrified of what that might look like at night time. So I had 20 knots for most of the day or most of the afternoon, and then it blew up to 28. I had a full main up, so I put the head sail away and just went dead downwind with that, and the boat handled that really well. That was in the passage, Calavite Passage, which was the place that someone said was very, very rough, but I must say the current coming with me because it wasn't too rough at all. But wind was definitely funneling through there, and I can imagine what that would be like. It's a notorious stretch of water, so I was pretty lucky there. You can see my line here. I came along here. I've jibed a couple of times, as you can see. I jibed there as well. I did a Chinese jibe. And then came around here and behind here. Yeah, that was really stressing me out for the whole trip. I think it was the same distance, or because of the angle of the wind, I got there just as fast going to this place anyway. So, anchored up in about 16 meters of water. It's now only, true wind speed is 4 knots. Stoked. That was a massive, awesome day's sail. 10.5 hours, 81 nautical miles, average speed 7.6, max 15.9. So that's the day. 81 miles in a day is pretty damn good. Especially the wind was so light early on, I was heading dead downwind, we really weren't going anywhere. I am going to sleep so well tonight.
Do you find yourself consumed by worry? Well, you're not alone. The struggle is real.
Oh my god! First time I haven't seen that many fish anywhere in my life. Holy shit! I can't spear them. Ah!
Look at this silly fish, I make you just by point my finger.
I sailed a couple more times, edging closer and closer to my final destination, when all of a sudden my anchor chain became completely tangled. So I've just pulled up to my anchorage here, and the piece where the road joins onto the chain, where I thought I'd done a really good job, has got caught. I didn't notice. Now it's all jammed up and the chain's like kinked in on itself, so I can't anchor. So I've locked it off here. I can go neither up nor down. So what I'm going to do, there are 2 Allen key bolts that I need to remove here, here and here. You can see where it's jammed up in here. So I'm going to remove the housing there, and then hopefully I can sort of yank it free. So yeah, anyway, that's what I'm doing now, whilst I'm just drifting out to sea. Okay, here we go. Yeah, come on. Come on, come on. Hiya! Woo! I've been into the Marina here and they've got a slip available. We're quite wide, we're 12 metres wide, so they've got a spot available. I've been in there a couple of times now to make sure that everything's all good. Then I'm gonna have to motor in here in reverse with the tender hanging off the front, and weave my way in, and yeah, that's it. I don't know how to use this thing, hey? There we go. Seaport, Seaport. This is sailing vessel the Vagabond. We're about to head into SBYC. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna go down and reverse in. So the bow, losing the bow will be the thing because the wind's sort of blowing us onto that wall. Do you want to call Barry or do you want me to? I just want to have someone on that wall there with a fender. All right. This is my helm in the middle. This is that way, this is that way. I'm just trying to get a feel for it before I get in here now. The wind is going to blow me onto the dock, so I'm going to lose the bow. So when I go to reverse, I've got Ray over here and I've got this lad on board. Thanks for your help, mate. And not enough fenders, not enough lines. And I'm just going to see how I go. If we lose the bow, it's going to land on the port side here forward is going to land on some concrete. Which I don't want, but yeah, once again, just sort of doing the best that I can. I am freaking out. Can you get that line to them? Get the lines over. Okay, stop now. So I'm sure that I would have done a terrible job of filming me getting in here. That was hectic, and it's just the eyeballs. You ask, like especially Elena, of all the things that we do, reversing a 60-foot trimaran with a that really gets caught by the wind into a marina, when you know for sure that people there already know who you are, is nerve-wracking. Worse than a storm. But we're all tied off now, looking very good. I don't know who did that. That was not me. And so yeah, I've just spent the day packing and folding and cleaning and tidying and getting these boxes in and talking to people. I don't know if you can tell, but if I talk too much for too long, my voice gets kind of funny. From when I broke my neck and damaged my vocal cords during the spinal surgery. So yeah, I've had one of those days when I've been just talking all day long, which is great, but I'm not used to it. So yeah, there's a lot to do to get the boat ready. So we're gonna, I'm here now, so everything's great, really. Everything's amazing. And then I've got a whole bunch of boat jobs to do. There's a guy who is a friend of Jamie's who's coming over to help out with a bunch of that sort of stuff. So that is greatly appreciated. His name is Jai. He comes highly recommended, so I'm looking forward to having him get a jump start on some of the jobs, and I'll be joining him. I want to weigh the boat. That's one of the major things that I want to do. And then we need to tighten the rigging, which I know how to do, but it would be good to have a proper rigger there with me. Dylan is going to send a couple of his boys over to finish up with some of the electrical stuff. There's a few things that we want changed and a few things that we need to have a look at. The toilet, we're getting some parts sent over for. There's a bunch of stuff, like there always is on a boat. Guys, thanks so much for watching. The next time you see us, we're going to be setting sail for Japan with the whole crew again, and it might be the most excited that we've been ever for a voyage. Please take a second to like the video and give me a comment as well. That always helps out the channel and we really, really appreciate it. Thanks so much.